Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped down stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going air, they were like, ooh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about.
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Let's go now.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one 28 yards on the ground. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Taken down at the 47-yard line. The Broncos had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams to about the 26 here. Well, this defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Love. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield.
It's a big body moving upfield, too.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even give up a defensive touchdown.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Love now. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. To the air again, Love. He's got space past the 25. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Love. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they have exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Abanikanda. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Firing quickly out wide is Love. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Now a 2nd and 10. You look at this Packers defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here we go. Here we go. Right. Right. Shot. 17. Cut.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Love fires that quickly outside. And it's a Packers touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Play action this time with Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Packers
working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hurry!
Here's Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Love now on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Israel Abanikanda with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 after the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Following the interception, Love. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 7.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10.
Let's stop him at the 10. Let's go. 6, mega.
First down, going to the air with Love. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
On second down, Love once more. And fights him off. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On play action, Love to throw. 20, 10. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And a rout is on here in this first half. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Come on, set.
Love, they go play action now. On the move to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Throwing. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jalen Waddle. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing.
And now here is another interception. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick-6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go, baby! Teamwork! Make it work, boy! Make it work, boy!
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
3rd and 5. Abanikanda once again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The give now to Abanikanda. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Ready?
And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Israel Abanikanda, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Now Williams running left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. Sheds off the tackle. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Packers first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Williams to return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good for the Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now here's another interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down to about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, wide open, complete. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche. All right, maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Breaks through the contact. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Come on, set. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
No way, you're kidding me. Are you kidding? We didn't come to see this. That's just trash. Get in gear. Ready up. Let's go, man.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they will take a knee here.